How the hell are you?
Hello.
How are you? Sarah Parker Warwick's joined. Hello, Sarah Parker Warwick. It's a new name. I don't recognise Sarah Parker Warwick's name, but it's not a problem. Pleased to have you in the live. Jane Thomas 978 joined.
How are you too?
How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm all right.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, Mark is as well.
Welsh
Grand Bev. Hi, Bev.
That's the thing. Hello,
Great
Mike.
to have you live.
How are you doing, Mike?
Hello. Hello there.
Firefly. Look. So mainly this evening we shall be munching on shortbread rings.
Yeah. Hi, Clive.
We are fat.
Who's fat? You both just come up on my feed, says
Hello,
Sarah. Excellent. Excellent. And that's how it's done. That is how it's done. Stick around because we're going to have a bit of paranormal chat.
Paranormal chit
if you like this, that kind of thing. Or we may maybe do one or two other things. So it's generally turns out to be quite interesting. Yeah.
We're good. Thanks, Mike. Both been very busy. Kind of just popped it to do a quick live. Then we're going again. How was your week? You've been very busy in the NHS, haven't you?
Yeah, I just
hello.
Into that time of year.
That time of year.
That time of year. Yeah.
I think that phone needs tilting downwards now. I'll put it too far up.
Bloody hell.
Can't get the stuff.
Yeah. Can't get the
Just
stuff.
a bit bigger than your head because I'm taller than you are.
Hi, Devin.
What's
Very
that
well,
say?
thank you. Very well indeed.
So it's back to work tomorrow. Can't be bothered. Can't be asked.
Well, it's like I always say, it goes in the blink of an eye, doesn't it? Hi, Babsy.
Hello, Bob.
Great to see you in. Hello, Tracy. It's my girl. How you, Tracy? How are we doing?
Tracy.
Will you be putting up a Christmas tree?
Well, you're in the process of moving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Get a tree up, you miserable bastard.
Went to the shop to buy a tree. He said, will you be putting it up yourself? I said, no, I'll be putting it in the living room. No, if you haven't noticed, I've got tons of boxes, freshly packed boxes there, more, and they're just getting in the way. It's absolutely driving me insane. I don't know when my date for moving
Encourage
is.
our viewers to share our live on TikTok and YouTube. That's what it just said. It popped up.
Cool.
What's everybody been up to this week then? Anybody seen a ghost this week? If so, would you like to share that with us?
Oh, hi. Oh, yes. I see.
Well, quiet on YouTube tonight, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, a bit quiet on TikTok as well. Generally, I'd have some like background music going, but YouTube's really funny about that kind of stuff, so it's just going to have to be uber silent when we're not talking crap.
No paranormal stuff from
No
Devon.
paranormal stuff this week. Tracy says, oh no, Babsy says, good evening, Tracy. Tracy's good. Excellent. Pleased to hear that you're good. Tracy sent, I love you. Thank you, Tracy. We do have a live goal at the top. Just, I'm pointing to it up there.
Not on YouTube, this is on TikTok.
On TikTok, sorry. Yeah, on TikTok. For those of you who feel the need to contribute, just if you don't, it doesn't even matter. We've always just put one up, that's all.
We've got a phone bill to pay. Just doing what desperate.
I was wondering what you were going on about it.
You heard your son in his old room. All right. Has your son passed, I take it? Is that what you're saying?
My son and his old room.
You haven't seen a ghost, but you had more patient call bells going off when they shouldn't have been. Mate, is that... I mean, before we jump to the paranormal...
Spooky stuff.
Could that be any kind of overload or electrical fault on the bell switchboard, whatever you call it.
Is it normal under certain conditions to have the call bells going off every now and again, and then someone says, "Oh yeah, it's going off because it's the so and so," and you say, "Oh, all right then, yeah," or would you, or do people come to the conclusion that it's more a paranormal thing than a kind of like a mundane or physical thing?
Good evening, Just Eric.
Good evening.
Your 22-year-old son passed away in 2020.
Oh,
Forgot that you guys didn't know. No, sorry about that, Firefly. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, did you hear the footsteps walking about in the room?
Kingston Paranormal, hello. Great to see you in.
Kingston Paranormal. Are you guys from Hull?
I think they are, aren't they?
Who is it?
Kingston Paranormal.
It must be somebody we know.
It's got to be. How are you guys? Very well, thank you. Well, I'm very well. How are you, Mark?
Yeah, I'm there.
No,
You have to push the bell to make it happen. It's always on a disused ward and it happens sporadically.
Oh. Yeah, Kingston Paranormal from Hull.
Who is it?
Who is it?
I'm trying to think. We should know this. We forget names because we're getting old.
Kingston Paranormal, you've been on. I've been on here before. I know you are. Oh, are you?
What's your first name? We talk to hundreds of people. We forget.
After 1 year of no collabs, I've been asked to collab with 4 different musicians. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's like waiting for a bus. You are not that old, guys. Thank you, Devin. No, we're not.
What are your thoughts on people being saved from crime, harm by unseen beings?
Saved from crime.
What are your thoughts
or
on that?
harm by unseen
Do you
beings?
believe that? Do you think everybody's got a guardian angel? I'd like to think everybody's got a guardian angel.
I'd like to think that people have got guardian angels, but
I've never seen it personally.
I've had stories from close friends about, and only one in particular, and that's how rare they are. From one in particular about being saved by a guardian angel, and there was no one else around, and that's the weirdest story. It is the weirdest tale. But in general, I don't know. I do know that people, it's in human nature to humanize things, so they can make sense of them. People have done that for stories through the generations, and I guess it hasn't ended there, you know. But it would take a little bit to filter out to get to the real stories or the real news. But yeah, I guess so.
So Firefly,
I guess so.
Didn't hear footsteps, but his voice like a murmur talking in the room.
All right, that is strange.
I suppose it's obviously upsetting for you, but it would be cool if you could kind of set something up to capture that, to see if it happens again.
I haven't met you guys, but would love to do an investigation with you.
Yeah, who is it? What's your first name? If you
Who
tell me
is
your
it?
first name, I'll know who it is.
Who is it? Yeah.
I can't remember. I've
What
slept
is
since
what is your name? I like to think about spirit guides.
It's worse when you already know the room is empty. Go to the room to see what's happening. It's always an empty room. You've got your phone recording, Mike. Yeah, best way to do it, Mike. You could be doing it for months and months and months, then suddenly you get that one bit of evidence that you're after.
That's right. You've got to be tenacious with this. Kingston Paranormal says, I've been on here before. I've been a fan of you guys for a while. Wonderful. Thank you. What a nice thing to say, Veronica says.
Kieran, I knew it was. Kieran's a young guy.
Yes.
You're only about,
I think
1920.
1920, something like that. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kieran, we'll have to do a collab.
Hi, Veronica. Thank you very much.
You might be able to teach us veterans some new tricks.
Who knows? This is, at the end of the day, how we learn. We all learn from each other.
Firefly saying no one else was home. All the windows were closed. No TV and no radio. Yeah, it is strange. Try and capture that if you can. If you know.
Yeah.
Hello, Jack on YouTube.
And the voice being very recognisable as well.
Callum, hello.
Yeah. Devin says, I believe some have guardian angels, but everyone has spirit guides. Oh, you're speaking in authority there, Devin. Do they now? Does everyone have a spirit guide? Yeah. Discuss. Does everyone have a spirit guide? And if they do, how do you know that? How do you know?
Have you got any investigations coming up, Kieran? Just thought I'd ask. I've seen one middle of the day in a charity shop, thrift store. She was completely solid and remarkable until she walked into a wall and disappeared. No door, just a wall. Victoria's saying that. That's cool. That would have been good if they had CCTV and you could have.
You could have downloaded the footage.
It's always nice when it comes and visits, but it doesn't make noise very often. Firefly.
I believe can be misleading.
It might be worth getting a digital voice recorder up there.
Oh,
what's that?
Don't know.
Spam.
What?
And just talk normal, but be recording.
I always do it. Anyway, Sarah Parker Warwick. My granddaughter's dad passed last week. I'm so sorry to hear that. The next day, my iPhone alarm went off at 4:04 a.m. Then, is there anything special about that time? 4:04 a.m.
Just Derek says the reason I asked about the guardian angels, something like that happened to me, but I couldn't tell if it was dream or reality.
Well, Kieran says he has a few planned, but nothing 100% booked at the moment.
Pretty much like us then. We've done all this year's main events, haven't we, really?
Yeah, we have, really.
We're just catching up with footage now. We've got months and months of footage to look through because we even got Halloween. I haven't put Halloween's up yet.
Yeah, that's right. Do you know, I've still got some footage to look at.
I've got a couple of days off through the week. I'm going to try and get Halloween's footage together up on YouTube.
Yeah. Is your signal playing up, guys? Not as far as I know. We've got a banging signal.
No, Babs? I mean, we're on two different machines anyway. You've what? I've been watching My Haunted Hotel. You need to watch it. There's a lot of activity going on with the Grey Stall and the hotel in general. Yeah, I have seen that. Danny put quite a few posts up on Facebook. I do actually speak to Danny Moss. I've seen that somebody passed out as well.
Really?
But I need to watch it before I can comment. I mean, we get on with the guys at the Haunted Hotel as well, so we'll be having a look. And we do have plans to go back at some point in the future.
Yes, absolutely. I would like to go back there. It's an interesting place. Yeah, it is. Babsy, what's the signal doing? Why do you think it's playing up at this end? That's always a worry when someone says that. It's
Matt is saying my ex went to two different mediums that drew her spirit guide. One was bald, one had hair. Maybe she has two spirit guides. Or maybe the person that was drawing it was just drawing. Taking money off your mum. It does happen. We've debunked quite a lot of mediums, by the way.
Justin Hadigan says, how can we be sure a spirit guide is from a good place? Be careful. You've got a great point. That's why some spirits are called familiar spirits, because they'll have you believe that they are something else. And you can be as accommodating and entertaining
Sorry, your ex, not your mother. Misread that. Don't apologise.
It probably won't. It probably won't be what it's made out. It's all really difficult because you need to have that discerning. You need to learn how to discern spirit, and you don't do that without lots of experience and actually doing it.
But I've got an answer for your 4 o'clock question. 404-444 is supposed to be the type of haunting time in China or Japan.
I think Japan. All right, okay.
How would that be relevant to you guys in the UK?
Clive says signal is good this end. That's.
Oh, it's your younger son's room now, Firefly. Okay.
Thanks, Clive.
Just do what you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah, cool. You keep freezing in the twirling thing, says Babsy, but then Clive says the signal is good this end, so it's got to be. I don't know if the signal's good for one. It's got to be like a problem.
It's really interesting. I'm fully convinced that the paranormal activity after watching My Haunted Hotel content. I love it.
Hello, Amy.
The stuff we witnessed in My Haunted Hotel in Chester was genuine. There's been a lot of debunkers call the guys out at My Haunted Hotel, but we haven't because we was there and we experienced it.
That's right.
And there wasn't even there when, especially in room 6 at the end of the night when I was asleep in there. But well, I say asleep, trying to sleep, and there was all that stuff going on.
Yeah, there was all that banging coming from your room as well.
It was on the
So
window,
it's like-
on the walls. They want me.
That's what I heard all night. Sorry. No. Skip that.
That was you.
I thought, Max,
that was room 4, wasn't it?
Max
Was that
doing
you?
a bit of reading again.
Well, I could hear somebody on Pornhub. I wonder who that was.
Pornhub, good God.
I don't think the store would show the general public CCTV footage, and they would have thought I was crazy. Yeah, generally the case when you go to somebody and say, "Can I have check your footage
It's
out?"
always worth asking. You know, it is always worth
You don't
asking.
get anything if you don't ask.
That's right.
But I know what you're saying. We've had it quite a few times.
Hi, Amy. So how was it? Yeah, so the signal's good at Clive's End. How was it for everybody else? Are the problems? We have had problems with TikTok on the last couple of broadcasts.
We are having bad weather here in the UK.
Yeah, we are. But some people have said, well, it's fine my end, and some people have said, oh no, it's freezing and messing up. But if it's good for one person, it's got to be going out from here. Well,
Panel Beta said, "Stop trying to sleep in that hotel. It looks proper creepy."
Yeah,
it is.
It is. But I had a great night's sleep.
That's what we
was
like.
good.
That's what we go for.
I was knackered, absolutely knackered. I had a good night's sleep. Yeah.
I didn't. I think I got about 2 hours sleep.
No, you were reading, weren't you?
No, weren't we? I was filming. Whilst you was watching porn, I had a video camera.
Making it.
There was footsteps outside of room 6, and I was trying to capture that, but then there was knocking coming from the window. So
Yeah,
I left
right.
the camera on the bedside cabinet.
The knocking was coming from the window.
It was coming from room 4.
Do you ever get wary or scared whilst being at a location? Great question. I think I can answer this for both of us when I say that we never get scared. We do get wary. There's only ever one time we've got out of a location because we felt wary of that location. We always trust our gut in situations like that. And whether Mark didn't want to say it or I didn't want to say it, somehow it came up in conversation. We both agreed, yeah, let's get the hell out. That was at the that abandoned Victorian school, wasn't it?
It's not at the point where you're terrified. It's like you're on edge and you're aware that something's not right.
Yes.
And when it's like that, you know better. Your body's telling you to get out.
And when you are like that, hi Amanda, great to see you in. And when you are like that, you can't investigate anyway because you can't let your guards up, and you're just waiting for something to happen. You're not sat quiet expecting something, expecting to capture something. It's just, I don't know. It's just a feeling of just this malevolent feeling, wasn't it? But that's only ever happened once. But no, we generally don't get scared. No.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're totally relaxed because you're not totally relaxed.
Oh, no.
You are on edge.
Yeah. It's that primal hunting instinct.
You're more aware, shall I say, because it's pitch black. We can't see a thing anywhere, and your mind plays tricks on you as well. You think, oh shit, what's going to come out of the dark and get me?
Yeah, like a fox.
Yeah, there was a fox.
Watching that bit of footage again last night, and I laughed like hell. That outtake where that
something's looking at me. That's a fox.
And that was in the same place. That was in that school, wasn't it? Little Mr. Foxy came in, frightened us both to sobbing death.
Matt said if you've got an extra phone, you can log into TikTok, YouTube, and check your stream, unless the extra bandwidth kills your stream. Was we video watching porn? No, it wasn't, Tina. I can't speak for him.
I was making.
I'm sure
Zeds.
he was chatting to somebody up from America.
I was making Zeds, mate. Funny you mentioned that. I had that feeling last week on my investigation. You know what? Yeah, good, and be open to those feelings. You know, because this, your body, your eyes, ears, nose, anything else you pick up in a sentient fashion, this is the best tool you'll work with, your body. You know, it's that whole recognition of spirit.
It's a feeling of like that something's about to kick off. You can get in, and if you pull a club, just the weird undercurrent of something.
Yeah, it is very much the same. Yeah.
Rough Dog.
Hi, Rough Dog.
Yeah, it's not total fear, although some people would be like that, but because we've been doing it years, it kind of changes to awareness, I suppose, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
aware.
Your awareness is heightened up to the point where it's uncomfortable. Yeah. And
You
that
always have to trust
expectation
your
is
gut
there.
in this profession, Kingston Paranormal. Yeah.
Yeah, your gut knows what this hasn't worked out yet.
Yeah, his gut saying cheeseburger, while I'm thinking ghost. Neville, how are you doing?
I've not trusted my gut before and learned the hard way. This is the way we learn. It is.
If you feel like you've got to get out, get out.
That's right. You don't get any medals for staying. You really don't.
Although we're stupid sometimes and stand there filming because we want to get that bit of footage.
Absolutely. Clive says maybe they'll do what's in the box.
Are you doing the PSI? No, they're asking for the PSI method on YouTube, look. Which would probably be your turn.
Are you doing the PSI method tonight?
Hello, Badger.
Yeah, we maybe will. Yeah.
Badger, that email you said you sent me, I can't find it. I knew you was probably going to ask me, but I did look. Did you send one? And which email did you send it to?
Look, it's just come up. Paranormal investigator toe clicking is not paranormal.
Yeah, the video I put up of Jack clicking his toes.
Just gotta get that footage. Yeah, gotta get that footage. Yeah.
Stay as long as you can, but then get out. I mean, if the building's falling in on your head, you got to get out.
Oh, of course. I mean, we've even discussed buying a couple of hard hats before today, haven't we? But we thought, well, no, if we need hard hats, we maybe shouldn't be in the place in the first place. So we never got any.
You can get them in black.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you sent to before. I haven't seen that badge. I'll have to do another search. I did look for it yesterday.
What was that for?
Badger had sent me an email
yes.
with regards to the Oculus.
Right. Yeah.
Explaining how we can map a room and then upload it to your computer.
Really? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
because I'd seen it before. We'd mentioned it before, haven't we?
Yes.
So Badger said he knows how to do that.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, yeah, we'd definitely be interested in that. Yeah.
I'm missing comments. So.
Do you carry out a grounding or protection ritual or different? Sometimes, when we feel it's needed, we do, yeah.
We've both got our personal beliefs anyway, what we would rely on in that case, but you don't believe everything you watch on the TV.
No.
Because people think all sorts of things.
Yeah, of course. Some people think the way to become a paranormal investigator nowadays is watch all the paranormal shows and tell you it's not the way. It's not the way to do it.
Sad the Seeker said, "Don't get a hard hat. Get a bump cap to look better, and it feels better on your head."
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Why did you guys think of my toe? What did we think of your toe clicking video? Yeah, I mean, Jack, it shows people how Cody off Sam Colby faked it. Basically, that's why I asked you if you could send that video. Rochelle, hello. Where have you been?
Hello. Where did you go, my lovely?
Mike saying your video's beyond damning, Jack.
Where did you go?
Jack, can I ask you, does it hurt after doing that for so long? Work.
Thank you for the heart, mate. Thank you, Amanda, for the heart, mate. Absolutely lovely of you.
I read a study that said during a real paranormal experience, it takes the body man 3 seconds to decide on fight or flight. If it feels wrong, it's wrong in my experience.
Thank you, Babsy, for the team bracelet. Amanda Morgan only became the number 95 member on the team, didn't she?
It does, yeah. It takes split seconds. It's happened to me once where, I mean, I wasn't with Tony, I was with somebody else then, and I come out of the line bar. I had to get out, and it was kind of flight. It's only happened once like that.
Oh, Justin, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Never hit my head unless I wear a hat.
Yeah. I've been experiencing spiritual presence in different forms, hence questions. Thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Matt said the only time he bangs his head is when he's actually wearing a hard hat.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that peak where you can't.
Hello, Shandy.
Hello, Shandy. Kingston Paranormal says, I grew up with a paranormal loving mum. been surrounded my whole life with it. Excellent. Oh, that's the best way. That's the best way.
Rochelle is a 4-month VIP member over on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Clive says whenever
You
I
don't
see
have to say sorry.
Clive says whenever I see a cat ball now, I just turn off the TV off after what you guys said about them. Well, it makes sense, you know, and with where the kind of like the knobheads who go as far as to dismantle them and actually see how they work and think, right, okay.
Still is asking, do ghosts cause goose pimples? Not. It's the energy. It kind of reacts. Your body reacts to the energy. In a lot of people think it's cold, but it's really static. It's you get that charge. That's why your hairs stand up and your arms react and things.
We do have a theory. We've had this theory for some years that when you enter a place, say like if you're kind of like a novice paranormal investigator, or you just go into a place like an old castle, you go into a certain room, you get a certain feeling. Why do you say that? Why would you say, I think that room's haunted? Oh, my hackles came up and I got goosebumps all over my arms and I didn't know why. We think, right, because we are essentially spirit and physical beings, it's that recognition of spirit that doesn't happen too often for people who aren't looking for it, or people who don't believe they have abilities like mediumship or being psychic or anything like that. And as soon as you do encounter it, it's such a new feeling, it becomes quite scary because that's the feeling it gives you. And we just say that is recognition of spirit.
Spirit recognizing spirit.
Spirit recognizing spirit. You're tuning into it. You're recognizing something that's there that can't be seen. That's the weird thing.
Mike Williams also 4 months, just hit 4 months too. Loved every second of it as a VIP member.
Excellent.
These guys on YouTube that are VIP members get to see the Annabelle Project, which is for those guys only.
For you guys only. Only for you. Can't you get a song for everything? Oh, what a cracking song that.
Michelle's cat still got its balls. She's got to get him fixed.
Sheena Easton, for your eyes only. Roger Moore.
Badger's only a 2.5 month. 2.5 months that are excellent for us because you're a member.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What about cat balls? Says Amanda Morgan. What about cat balls, Mark?
What about them? They're for cats. They're not for ghosts.
They are not for paranormal. In fact, they are not a tool.
We have got a video on YouTube. If you were watching on TikTok, go have a look over on YouTube at some point. We debunked them in about 3 or 4 different videos.
But you know, there is one time when it's okay to use cat balls, and that is
when you're playing with a cat.
That is if you use them, if you see them light up, and then you hone in on the cat ball, and then you check for movement after it's given that first alarm.
I want you to use them.
If you don't see any, well, this is why they're so much hard work. Because if you don't see any movement in that cat ball, but just see the lights going off, it's going to be a false positive, and it can lead you around the houses, and you do not need that on a paranormal investigation. You don't need false positives. So if there's any doubt about a piece of equipment, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. And we advise you get rid of the cat balls because they're not for paranormal investigation.
Callum
they're
is
really not.
Disappointed with a psychic medium who's got genuine ability. He was a ghost chasers, and the only genuine television paranormal show in my view people have lost the plot. We don't really rate any ghost shows. We don't mind watching Jack Osborne because we think he's genuinely trying to find something.
He's interested, isn't he? He's interested in looking for answers.
Get those pimples in his corridor, Stella. Never realised it could be spirit. It could be, or it could be just a bit of energy there, you know. An EMF field, you can detect that as well with your body if you're sensitive, I suppose. Kieran says, I've just managed to get a teddy bear with light up sensors on it. Great for investigations. Yeah, an EM bear. We just used to see Matt doing the dance out of risky business. You do not know what you are missing. Huh? Oh, the dance out of risky business. Who's done that? We also see Matt doing the dance out of risky business. My phone keeps going down. It keeps doing what? It keeps going dark and light. I think it's because there's that light on this one, but yeah, it is. It's maybe because I'm wearing a white top and you're wearing a dark top as well. And you're wearing ladies' underwear, and I'm not. Ladies' underwear? Yeah, but which lady? Can I tell you about the afterlife? I can put things into perspective. The paranormal thing is absolutely real, but it takes you to believe it. You can't be skeptical at all. You've got to be That's off Sabta Seeker. Totally open-minded. That's what he's saying. You've got to be open-minded.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, Badger, send me the email, please.
But open-minded doesn't mean don't be level-headed about stuff. But the thing is, the thing that always fascinates me about people in the paranormal is when they say, well, yeah, I believe ghosts might be real, but I don't believe in UFOs or demons. So what? You've got to believe it all. If you believe in one thing, you've got to be open-minded. This is what we say, be open-minded but level-headed.
Paranormal's not just about ghosts.
It isn't. It's a whole umbrella of different things.
Shandy wants me to entice new members by doing a dance, I think. I've had an experience that was completely real. I haven't witnessed it. I can prove it, says Sabta Seeker. Cool. Jack Osborne is trying to be a star. Yeah, so he's doing it for the simple love of the paranormal. I don't like some of the women he has on there. Not because I don't like women, but
Panic.
They're just crap investigators. Who's that other one? That American girl who's
Katrina.
I'm not keen on her.
Katrina Wiseman.
I don't think she's a good investigator.
Well, I don't, but I'm quite keen.
Because when it first started, not with Jack, but she was on another show, apparently she's an alleged psychic medium.
And in another show, she isn't.
Yeah.
Everyone's a psychic medium nowadays. This is what we say. It's pathetic. It's absolutely bloody pathetic. What equipment would you say was the best thing to use?
Video camera. The only demon I believe in is my fair demon. That's off Rochelle, which is a cat, I think.
It's my fair demon.
Oh, Shandy wants Tony to do the dance.
Not me to do a dance.
PSI. Do you guys know much about near-death experience?
NDEs.
I've heard a bit about them.
Yeah.
I don't profess to be an expert at things like that, but yeah, we've had personal experiences, but our friends who, we know people that have had them.
Yeah, we do. In fact, we did a couple of shows about them on Mixlr, the radio show. Do you remember NDEs?
Going back a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. What equipment would you say was the best thing to use? Yeah, get yourself a decent video camera. Save your pennies.
All cats are fair demons. I agree with
Start
that. I'm
with a
not a
video
cat
camera.
person. I prefer dogs.
Oh, Dawny Lou, we lost our baby 4 weeks ago.
Send it to Hotmail Badger. Okay, cool. I can't look at the minute because my phone is actually doing the stream, but I will. Thank you very much.
And we've had some strange
If I
things.
can't find it, I shall be
happening.
contacting you again.
I feel he is with me. Oh, bless you.
Help My House is Haunted is scripted. That doesn't surprise me, Callum.
Yeah, it's a TV show, isn't it? You know, it is a TV show. So they've got to go buy it. They've got to go buy some kind of skeleton to hang the flesh on. It's scripted, yeah.
What do you want to know about NDEs? Brian said. Have you any idea why some people don't come back to visit? My sister is so upset she's never seen her husband.
Because they've moved on.
Yeah, that's if
they've
that's what
moved on.
happens.
Yeah.
You know, I know people have said they've seen loved ones, but
All we've got are the grains of truth from people who have had near-death experiences. In fact, Amanda Morgan here, I had a near-death experience. Perhaps you'd like to tell us about it, Amanda. Please tell us about it, you know.
Badger's got a Thundercat. Did that say Thunder? Oh, Thunderbirds on at the moment.
Thunderbirds. What is that? Thunderbird underpants.
Katrina and the Waves.
I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah.
Don't believe in mediums and soul-code psychics. We're very skeptical about people like that, even though we are part of the psychic development churches and everything.
Yeah.
There's genuine people out there, but not many.
You've got to be open-minded, as I said, Ellie, but level-headed. Get level-headed about the paranormal, you know. It is so damn important.
Badger, you like her fair demon? What we're talking about?
I like her fair demon.
Are you trying to lower the tone, Badger?
The thing is about when it comes to near-death experience, you've got to take the little kernels of information, or the little crumbs of truth that we get from people who actually got them, and see how they actually collate and line up. And you know what? They're all the same. They all do. They all do. The nature of them is all the same. Slightly different scenarios, but the nature of them is all the same. Now, I personally haven't had one, and I'm not about to call all these people liars, but I am level-headed about it. So I tend to think...
Brian's had one. He's saying, look, he's had an NDE in 99.
Excellent.
His heart stopped for 5 minutes.
Oh, excellent.
So easier to tell the tale.
Not excellent that your heart stopped, but excellent that you had a near-death experience. If you experienced anything in that time, so I've got to come to a point where I think, well, I'm sure they're not all lying about this.
Be open-minded.
Let's believe them, but
not
be level-headed.
So open that your brain falls out. Say, Sab the seeker.
Yeah, but that's a good point, Kieran. We are all the time talking about the so-called mediums and psychics, and also people who call themselves psychic mediums. They don't know the difference. So we always like to say, explain the difference. What's being psychic and what's being a medium? A medium is being a channel. It's being able to channel a spirit.
Psychic's more.
Yeah, a psychic is more like a physical thing. You know what's in the box.
D said hello. D, hello D.
Hello D. Great to have you with us. Great to have you with us.
Has anyone heard popping sound from the chest with near-death experiences? I haven't heard that, no. Brian, stop using big words. Trying to pronounce that. Recapitulate the experience.
Amanda Morgan says, saw and heard everything. It was when I was having my first child. I hemorrhaged and my heart stopped.
Wow.
Dear me, but it was like I was watching from above. I saw and heard everything.
That's what everybody says.
Classic, actually, NDE and OOB experience, near-death experience and out-of-the-body experience. Yeah, and that is a classic.
They get the spirit comes away from the trauma while it's getting fixed, kind of thing. I've heard a lot about like that.
It's like Doctor Strange when he comes out of his own body.
How have we been?
In the hospital.
We've been good. How are you doing, D?
It is.
Hi, Sarah. That went wild for a bit, didn't it?
It did. Nessie joined. Hi, Nessie. Not the Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Nessiteras rhumbopteryx was the Latin term, because we know that because it was sad. Absolutely.
I didn't know that. You know that.
Nessiteras rhumbopteryx. Yeah. Latin term for the Loch Ness Monster. There you go.
Brian's apologising. It's the writer in him. I was only joking, Brian.
It was weird, but comforting as well.
We are glad you made it as well.
I bet it was, Amanda. That is a really, really interesting. Has anybody ever interviewed you about this and actually put pen to paper about it and, actually taken an interest in your near-death experience?
Well,
not in any grisly sense, but
all Rochelle's eating for a week.
It's fascinating.
It's sandwiches for a week. That's no good, Rochelle. You need to get some proper food.
Here we go. Kieran's up. I would love to meet Annabelle the doll, but at the same time, I wouldn't know how powerful she is. Or at the same time, I wouldn't, knowing how powerful she is. I don't know if you know or not, but we do a bunch of experiments called the Annabelle Project.
It's based on the Philip experiment from the early 70s. If you go over to YouTube, Kieran, you'll probably see it. But if you're not a member, you can't watch it.
But we actually use the Annabelle doll as a focus. Now we have the Annabelle Project badge.
Alex, hello.
Looking very fine.
We're doing good. How are you? Hi, Rican.
Babs is shouting. Amanda Morgan says, no, never. Well, I'm surprised about that.
How can you tell if the spirit's got bad intentions? I suppose if something bad happens, if you get like a teapot thrown at your head, that's kind of bad, isn't it?
I've just had a great idea. I've just had one of those. He was on the road to Damascus and the scales fell from his eyes moment. Why don't we, right, put pen to paper and start a little journal and write a little book about PSI's friends and their interesting paranormal experiences?
Well, we could go one better and do a Zoom meeting with them because we can record it then.
Absolutely.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Rochelle's
have a book full of little stories.
On the way. Came for work.
What do you think, guys?
Order a takeaway, Rochelle.
I mean, would you be prepared to share every detail of your experiences with us, real paranormal experiences, if we were to kind of document it and put it in black and white and this, that, and the other?
Yeah, Badger's asking, Rochelle, what is your work? I know you was doing a lot of evacuation work last time I spoke to you about your job. Oh, no takeaways in a small town. Mike's up for it. Mike wants to chat anyway. We did talk to Mike before about having a Zoom chat with us.
Excellent.
About the haunted hospital he works in.
Right, wonderful. Well, I tell you what, Amanda, why don't you message us?
You like hot butties?
Everybody, who doesn't like a hot butty?
Spam butty. I don't know if I'd have spam. They're a bit greasy.
Oh, God, no, spam. Mwah. Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Amanda, message us, okay? Message us, and we'll have a chat.
Don't forget to answer it though, Tony, because I know what you like. You forget.
Yeah, I am. I am notoriously bad for that. I'm not.
Go ahead,
But,
sit with
yeah.
my dad.
Let's
I'll
do
let
this
you
thing.
know if I see more shadows. Probably my gran, since Dad has dementia. Good vibes with the shadow.
Oh,
Yeah, Dee.
Kieran, I can write forever.
I hope you manage to capture something if that's what you want to do, and you have to keep us updated with it.
Great stuff, Amanda.
RCMP. I don't know what that means, Rochelle.
What's Rochelle said?
RCMP. That's some sort of job in Canada. Rescue something, is it? I don't know.
What's a really criminal-minded pervert?
Pathologist. Who's a pathologist?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jay is saying you've still got to email Julie. Have you responded to Julie?
Me Julie.
Tony needs to check the inbox messages on TikTok.
I haven't, because I write notes and I click. It's been quite.
Forget.
I tidy them away. It's been quite frenetic around here lately.
I'll share, but I have to message you because Zoom sucks on Linux.
Oh,
cool, Alex. Yeah.
Babs is shouting at you.
What? Sorry, Babs. I'm watching the YouTube, not the TikTok. Go on. Yeah. What's up, Babs? Can you remind Tony to bring the library book on Friday?
Oh,
please?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
If Tina's watching,
It's-
Tina's got a better memory than me because I'm terrible for remembering.
It's still out, Babs. It's still out. It is literally just, I'm looking at it now. It's down there. Yeah.
What book?
Excellent, Amanda.
What was it? A tarot book?
Brilliant. No, it's the Delapole book, the history book.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Forensic pathologist. Oh, you're a forensic pathologist.
Ah.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting job. God trust me. Huh? Yeah, Mike, we need to organise a Zoom meeting with Mike
Yeah.
William, to talk about the hospital. That'll be cool. It won't be a very long one. We aren't paying for Zoom. We only get the free one because we're not that we're tight, but we don't use it enough to warrant paying for it.
Go.
So it'll be about 40 minutes, if that. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Wow. That's Rochelle. What a cool job.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Oh, not the thing I said then.
What a cool job, that, isn't it?
Cool. It's federal.
Will you guys start a band? I know
Love
Tony's
it.
musical, but after seeing Mark's toe clicking video, I think this could be the start of something. That wasn't me. That was Jack, who's on this live on YouTube. He sent me that video because I asked for it. I knew Jack could do it. I said, because obviously we wanted to debunk Cody and Sitari or Sitori or some whatever she's called.
Matt, can you take the book to your house and we can collect it on Friday so nobody forgets? I will grab it now.
Yeah. No, I've not sent it yet, says Jay. All right. You got someone walking on your stairs and in the bathroom. My wife's been caught out thinking it's me for years. Alex, try and see if you can document that on video, preferably. And if you can, send us it.
Thank you,
Badges
Barbara.
up for a team chat. Badges up for a chat. Cool. Team, is that like a Microsoft thing? Teams. It's like, is it Hotmail or something? I think it is, isn't it? I've never used Teams before, but I think we can, can't we?
Teams.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Microsoft. Something to do with Microsoft. Through Messenger, is it? Royal Mounted Police Firefly.
Cool.
Michelle's down to sandwich poisoning. That's all she's had for a week.
Oh dear. Hey, Kingston Paranormal's just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, check the stuff out.
On YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Kieran. And
there's some great homegrown stuff on there, Kieran.
I have actually seen, and I know you are, Kieran, I have seen some of your stuff before on Facebook. It'd be cool if we all get together. I think last time we spoke, you was about 16. and we like, he's only 16.
Oh.
But yeah, it'd be cool. We need to get together and have a chat or something. Or an investigation.
Do you know what I was watching last night?
Do I know what?
I was watching the Driffield video that we did on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the one with
Which one?
The one with a really, really great intro about the airfield and
the
flew Halifaxes from there and this, that, and the other. And it was the one where we get the voice in the room. Stop.
Yeah.
You know, and then the bloody footsteps walking into the corner. And I was watching it, and I got chills up my spine watching it, thinking, "Yeah, that was a good night. That was a good night." That. Yeah. So watch it. Watch the Driffield investigation video.
Babs, look.
Oh yeah.
Kieran's saying Teams is a lot better. I'll have to have a look at Teams.
My bosses use it for work. Excellent. 16. I've just turned 20.
That's when we started talking to you.
You were 16. You were just a lad. Yeah, just 16.
Because I think I said to you, can you get to this investigation? You went, well, I've got a moped, but it's not working, or something like that.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember.
If that isn't you, we're talking about somebody else.
Oh no, it is. It definitely is.
No worries, Babs. Who's that? Who's just come in?
Who's that?
George.
Who is it?
Who's George?
George, hello.
Oh, thank you, Rochelle, for the 2. I'm just a moderator. You're much more than just a moderator. You are fantastic at the job you do, and we appreciate you coming on.
I think we laugh at our moderators on TikTok if they said, "Well, I'm just a moderator," but because they're not.
They keep us in tow. They sort us out, to be honest.
Oh yeah, they are. They've become good friends. Well, they use the term loosely.
Yeah, Rochelle, I mean, if you was here in the UK, we'd be seeing you a lot more.
Yeah, we think
because you're in Canada, it's a bit hard.
It's a bit difficult.
Fly you over
to meet on weekends, you know. But we think the world of our moderators.
I'd love to go to there though, because you can use a gun apparently.
Yes. Is that the only reason?
No,
so
it'd be to
Canada.
see. It'd be to see Rochelle, wouldn't it? Obviously.
Not so much in Canada, actually, but the States. Because Canada are a bit funny about they're about as funny as them as we are.
Microsoft Teams. Okay, I'll look into that so we can get everybody on Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft.
Is it free? Not that we're tight.
Microsoft Teams chat. Hello, Buffer Moon. Oh, great to see you in.
Finish up and go home, Rochelle. Yeah, go get yourself something to eat.
Great to see how you are. Amanda Morgan says, "Where in the UK are you?" We're in
East Yorkshire.
East Yorkshire.
Just
in front of the Humber.
See the toe clicking video
for now.
It's easy as that. Really good. Yeah, that was Jack, who's on here somewhere. He sent me that video because I knew he could do stuff like that.
Oh, Kingston Paranormal said, Kieran said at that point, I'd just started investigating properly on my own. That's right. We remember.
Yeah.
We remember. If I told you where I've been working the last 6 months, would you believe me? Go on then, try us. Yeah. Tell us, Kieran, where have you been working the last 6 months?
Big up to Rochelle for the donations. Somebody said, cool.
Amanda Morgan's, I'm in mid Wales. I used to go to work a lot I used to go to Wales a lot in my former job. Yeah, looking after a couple of garages over there. It was, I tell you what, the Welsh were always super lovely and accommodating. Yeah, it was good times.
What we're guessing, Kieran, where I've been working the last 6 months.
Knowing I'm a paranormal investigator gives you a guess. Yeah, are you in the hospital? Are you working in a hospital or something like that? Kingston?
Am I in the chat? I'm not seeing things you guys are talking about. D, we've got 2 different platforms running. We've got you guys over on YouTube, and we've got Tony doing the TikTok very next to this
Kieran,
screen here.
Co-op funeral care.
You've been working at
so is this chap.
Co-op funeral care for the last 6 months in Hull. I work funeral care during the day. 5.5 years. I don't. Have you had an interview? Or you got a job there?
Last 6 months.
I haven't seen you, Kieran. I mean, I've been there every day, to be honest. I've done hundreds of funerals.
McDevin's back. Stand by your beds. What's the green book?
It's about the Delapole Hospital where we've investigated in East Yorkshire. an old site of a mental asylum.
And it's a very, very interesting time going and investigating there.
D, we are seeing you, D. But like I said, there's 2 chats going on at the same time. My daughter at college uses Teams for a lot of lessons, and the kids use Teams during COVID. Mike's saying, please don't forget to gently fondle the like button.
Always like to gently fondle the like button. On
click your toes twice if you can see this. Seen anyone's talk about spirit guards? Weird. All right, D. I don't know why. No, you're there till Friday, Rochelle.
What is a place you want to revisit? Ancient Ramin. Or my haunted
That's
hotel.
possible, actually. I mean, I think Beardo has mentioned the Ramin as well.
He has, yeah.
I think it's because they're simultaneously doing live and reading comments on TikTok. We are, Neville. Like I said, we're reading 2 different social media platforms and answering both, or trying to.
Do you pick up a lot of spirit? A lot on spirit doing the job you do?
Clav is over on TikTok. That's why you can't see Clav.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. You will never ever hear
anyone say I don't know. No.
And we do stuff during the week. I mean, I do tarot readings during the week, and I like to think they're quite good. I like to think they're quite good. Hygiene. Yeah, I said that the other night and thought the same thing. Hygiene. Oh, hygiene.
Yeah, through the week I try and get some video editing done while Tony's doing readings.
But it's Mark and I will never ever label ourselves. We'll never ever say, "Oh, we're spirit mediums," or "We're psychic mediums," or "We're psychic."
Teams is MS and video chat.
We'll never do that because it's just it's not bullshit. Because
don't count and come back in.
Some people are, but a very, very small percentage of the people who actually label themselves psychic medium.
Subscribe, join the membership, and get special content. Yeah, if you're a subscriber on YouTube, you get to see the Annabelle Project, which is we call it a scientific kind of experiment project. And there's one coming up this Friday, and we'll be doing a live. You won't see all of it, but you'll get clips of it as we're doing it.
Kingston Paranormal says, I've been working at M. Garten for the past 6 months.
Gartens.
We'll be changing to Co-op.
Oh, all right. And Co-op are actually taking a few on. Did you go for the interview? Are you across the road at that Gartens?
Buffer Moon says, I've got a site for you that would be good for your socials.
Kieran,
let us know.
If you go to Co-op, you'll see me there. So we can talk paranormal stuff all day.
Yay!
And not work or be really lazy.
Oh, yes.
And drink tea and eat biscuits.
Hi, Candy.
Don't tell the boss I said that.
Buffer Moon says, Victoria Hotel in Scarborough, cheap rooms and massive old hotel. That's one to bear in mind.
Yeah, I've stayed there. The Grand Hotel you're talking about. Is that what you said? I've been there a few times.
Victoria Hotel, Scarborough.
Victoria.
Yes. Yes.
Mike, you are awesome. Thank you for the gifted membership. You rock.
Oh, and the Buffer Moon says grand. Yes.
Half the comments are coming from another site, so you won't see them here. No. We can't link both sites together, I don't think, can you?
Yeah, it'd be good if we could do a split screen, wouldn't it? Split screen YouTube and TikTok.
It's because Tony looks after the TikTok and I kind of look after the YouTube.
Oh, TikToker. Don't know why I did that.
Graciously, Tina would graciously accept. What did Tina say then? Sorry, sorry, Tina, I didn't see your comment. I think you should make Mike a YouTube mod because he's on every live. Fair enough. Tina's recommended you, Mike, so we'll add you.
Why not?
Later on this evening at some point when I turn the live off.
Yes.
Yeah, we're friends on it, obviously, because you're talking, so yeah.
I've been applying for Co-op, but no, look, I wanted to go to Co-op originally.
That's a shame because I know that after staff and they've just interviewed quite a few people.
Why don't you recommend?
I think he has already interviewed, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But if you're coming across, if you're at Garton, you stand a really good chance. If you're just across the road.
Put in a good word for me, please.
I will. We'll have Kieran, we'll have to have a chat. If you're at Garton's, you're just across the road. If you get a chance, I mean, I'm not in on a Wednesday because I do theology study on a Wednesday for college. But any other day, just come in Monday to Friday. So, "Oh, it's Mark," and I'll say, "Oh yeah, he's in the back. I'll come and have a chat."
Amanda Morgan is
If I'm
asking,
not on a funeral.
when's your next investigation? I think we're pretty much wrapped up for the year, to be honest. We'll be starting again organising stuff in the new year.
We've got one location possibly.
Yeah, we've got
when
one
I remember
in mind.
where it was.
Yeah, we've got one in mind.
We're doing the Annabelle projects still live on the channels for you guys to see. I haven't already. I've just applied.
See you again soon, Justin.
Which one am I at?
See you later, dude. You take care.
Well, the Holderness Road one, Karen, in Hull, is kind of the main hub, but I'm at all of them. We do all of them.
Buffer Moon says, what do you do at court? Polish coffins.
Part of the job is actually polishing a coffin. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Right, okay, so that'll be a yes.
Obviously, deceit, when people have died, we go get them, we look after them in our care. They get prepped, we do the funerals, we drive their vehicle, we do all sorts. We obviously deal with the grieving families. It's one of them jobs what is difficult to get used to.
I bet it is.
See a lot of obviously dead people, even young kids and bairns. It's horrible, but
oh dear,
somebody's got to do it.
You take care, Amanda, and we'll be in touch, okay?
Maybe Karen's a new replacement. Just haven't told you yet.
interesting.
Sorry, I have a weird sense of humour. No offence, mate. Just
You
trying to be
take care.
funny. Matt, no, it might be. You're going back to work, Rochelle. Thanks for coming, Rochelle. We do appreciate it because we know you work really hard. I get a dry throat in it.
Being a Mountie.
It's dead boring, says Badger. Jean, go have a look at the tour video. It's our Spook Fest. Hello. Rochelle needs a Pepsi. Have I missed anybody? Check out the Annabelle Project now that you have a membership. Yeah, go check it out. Go on. I think the ones what stand out of the Annabelle Project at the minute is episode
5.
3 and 5.
All right.
3 was when all that knocking was going on.
Yeah.
5
that was
is when we thought Rachel was frigging possessed.
Yeah, there was something going on that night, wasn't it? With Babs.
Rochelle.
See you soon, Rochelle. The Goldfield experiment.
Sort of like Esther's, but
You mean the Gansfeld?
the Gansfeld.
Yeah, we do our own version. It's called the PSI method, and we believe it's better than any
Your
of
friend's
the
a
other methods.
mortician. All right. Yeah.
Good night, Rochelle.
Thanks for coming, Rochelle. We appreciate it. Canada's a much better place with Rochelle in it.
But for Moon, yeah, again, another good question. If ghosts exist, shouldn't sightings get exponentially increased with increased populations? Yeah, but that's if there's an exponential growth. You'd expect that if there's that steady line and balance is always there, you'd expect exponential deaths as well.
You've got to say though, can everybody see them? Because everybody's different.
And what do people call a ghost? We have lots of things that we call ghosts. You know, are you talking about the deceased spirit ghost of a person?
How do you become a member on here? I think, oh, Jack, there's a join button somewhere. I don't know whereabouts. It's on the main page on YouTube. You just click it.
If ghosts exist, shouldn't ghost sightings get exponentially increased with increased populations? But then again, you know, this is what I say about my mum and dad. People have asked me, oh, do you ever have a sign? Do you think your mum and dad are still around looking after? I say no.
Stella, do I see the deceased? Yeah, I see them every day.
I say no. I think they've just moved on, and that's why they're not here. There's been no sign of them, and I'm pleased about that. They've been happy enough to move on.
We moved the deceased when they're getting prepped. That's something else I won't talk about. But yes, I see everything. Obviously, working in that kind of industry, deal with bodies every day. So I do see dead people. That's not the sixth sense.
Literally,
yeah.
See dead people. Oh, you don't, dear? Yeah, I'm a mortician. Oh, right, okay.
Jack, you can join by going to the page and clicking join. Yeah. The spirits, Not actually seen a spirit there, but there's been a lot of strange things happen. We've heard noises, running about, laughter, children, and they've got like a columbarium. If you don't know what one of them is, it's where they keep all the ashes behind like a plaque.
Doobie and Willow. Good
All
evening.
the flowers had gone over, stuff had been slung about. There's some really strange stuff going on, but we've never actually seen a spirit.
Yes, damn spell check. Yes, I didn't realise it paralleled the PSI method. It certainly does.
Went to watch Jack toe clicking. Yeah, that's how Cody and Satari were faking at the Conjuring house. Weird things happen when dressing the bodies.
See you later, Jane.
Oh, does he? We've had Ricky, who you've seen before. He used to work with me at Co-op. We were both in a different town doing a funeral somewhere else, and it was actually knocking on the frigging coffin when it was closed with the body in. Straight away, open. Obviously dead. Don't know what it was.
That's how they used to have the little bell towers in Victorian times.
But they get checked by a doctor. Ding ding. Doctor checks them. Yeah, they're dead. There's your death certificate.
I should hope they do. Oh, do you think he's dead?
We didn't just shut somebody in a coffin and knock him. Let me out.
Yeah, yeah, he might be. He might be dead. I'll put him in. They've paid.
We think the PSI method is better than the Estes method.
Absolutely. It absolutely knocks the Estes method out of the water. And we have our reasons. Yeah.
What do we think to Jack's toe clicking video? It certainly explains how they're doing it. I didn't even have to talk in it. I just left the video as it was, Jack. Does Black Jumper guy live
near Newland?
Newland. What do you mean?
Newland. Black Jumper guy. Mark. Buffermoon, you crazy!
Where are you from, Buffermoon? Are you from our neck of the woods? Who've got more experience as anything, but they disregard it, don't talk about it, rarely have equipment going to record it. Yeah, Victoria, exactly.
Everyone's got a story. Every single person has a story. Yeah. Buffermoon's in London.
London.
What do you mean by what do you mean by new land, Buffermoon? Does Black Jumper guy
So I couldn't work out how they did it. That's mental. Yeah, Gene, definitely. I mean, when we saw that, well, I don't watch them generally, but I knew that all the debunkers like Beardo and Gray and all that was on it. And they asked me, well, they didn't. A lot of other members of the community asked me to have a look at it. Straight away, I said, yeah, I agree with it. It's toe clicking. Certainly not paranormal. You give me an idea. We'll go get to investigate with me one day. It'll be a graveyard. I'll bring a little bell without you knowing. Right? Okay. They don't do them graves with bells on nowadays. That was back in, was it Victoria?
It was a Victorian idea, yeah.
Imagine hearing a bell ringing if you're in there on night. I think it could be the wind.
I think it was with so many people suffering from consumption, which was tuberculosis.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people dying from it, but a lot of people weren't properly pronounced dead, and it was a fear. In that case, it was a fear that, oh no, don't put me in a coffin, I might not be dead.
Is our video going darker than light? It's because we've got a ring light there, and that ceiling light is affecting the camera on the lathe.
And I've got a white top on, Matt's got a black top on.
But when I stick my head in front of that light, look, it'll go dark, and when I move...
That'll go, if you move more into the middle, it'll become light.
When my head covers the lamp, watch. Now watch when I move. It goes a darker shade.
And if I'm
try and keep still,
it'll all dim down. There we go, because I'm reflecting more light.
Matt, good night. First live stream. It's been good. Excellent. Thanks for coming.
Buffermoon saying, just got a thought about Newland, a place, street, a suburb.
There's a street called Newland Ave in the area. Not close, but not that far either. Bye, Matt. Thanks
See you
for
later,
coming.
Matt.
Bye, D. D's off. Oh, D's gone.
Badger says Newland Park 2.
Yeah, Newland Park, Newland Ave.
Yeah, Buffer Moon did well in the What's in the Box. Got 2 of the items.
So it went. It is when my head covers that lamp. Look, it goes.
It is. It's compensating for it's struggling a bit, trying to compensate for the brightness of the brightness of everything, isn't it?
Mm.
Buffalo says I had that in Princess, but that don't make sense to me.
Well, there's a princess I'm right next to it.
Thank you for the I love you, Tracy.
When Connor J. Randall first revealed the Estes method in 2016, it changed the paranormal world like the SP7 changed the paranormal. Well, yeah, but the Estes method, you got to floor it really, because we've talked about this before. They use a ghost box. We don't. We use just a white noise generator.
Yeah,
and they've got headphones on. They could be saying anything.
Well, yeah, what's the point? Well, just get a group of people stood round listening to a radio. We don't understand why they're wearing headphones and blindfolded.
Because
I cannot understand that. I can't understand.
You've got that thing called audio pareidolia as well. They could hear something, but somebody else could hear it differently.
Yeah, it's like the green needle and the pink the something brain, and the green needle and the something brain, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly that. The Estes is flawed. Thank you, Mike. The Estes, it is flawed.
What we get through the white noise generator is the static noise, and we could put it on a speaker, but you lot would probably hear something different, because when we're doing the PSI method, we've got a strobe in our eyes.
Yeah, if you heard anything at all, because it's just white noise.
Which take away our hearing as well.
Cultivate consciousness. Hello there.
Use the old Hack Shack white noise generator.
The old Hack Shack white noise generator.
What's one of them then? I heard of the Hack Shack.
I mean, we've built them. We've built white noise generators. But we have found that the white noise generating program that we use is brilliant because it's tunable.
You like it when channels record the noise, play it out loud. Not many channels do that. I don't know. Can we attach a speaker to our headphones when we do it? But all they would hear is static.
Yeah, it would. It would just be static that you heard. I guess so. I guess we could, but we'd have to have a split cable.
You've got to remember, whichever one of us is doing it, we can't hear anything, and we've got a red strobe flashing in our eyes. And they don't do that in the Estes method, do they? They don't have the strobe, I don't think.
No, they don't. They don't. It's just someone listening to a PSB7 through headphones and then repeating out the words that they think come out of it. It's just stupid.
Or words that they're making up.
Yeah.
Just to fit their narrative.
Buffer Moon, what's the strobe for? And much like the white noise, the red strobe, if you can imagine,
it floods the whatever cortex it's called.
It floods the visual cortex and it gets it as confused as it can, beats it into submission. Like the white noise, it's white noise for your eyes, if you like. It just beats your senses into submission, so you don't hear it anymore. You don't even see the flashing after a certain amount of time because your visual cortex has said, "Oh, well, that's it, I'm out."
I actually see figures walking about in the light,
and that's how because it detaches yourself from you forget that you're looking through your eyes, and it detaches all those senses, and you're in your own little space, and then visuals and images come through and sounds and this that. It's absolutely wonderful.
All right, Brian. I didn't hear the Hack Shack. Most people can hear the questions being asked when they're doing the Estes. They can, because they don't use noise cancelling headphones, even though they'll say they are. They're not. You've got to use proper, like what they use in aircraft, noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah. Ours are like the kind they use in helicopters.
But theirs are just £10 bought off Temu. And they can hear what they're asking. Yeah, you're right. We can debunk the Estes method.
I think we've debunked it a lot of times.
It would upset a lot of people if we did a video about it.
Yeah. And so it wouldn't be the first time.
We've upset a lot of people. Spirit Box scans radio channels and Estes uses white noise. No. PSI method use white noise generator, which is our method.
The Estes uses Spirit Box.
Yeah.
It scans radio channels.
But what I'm saying is, with the Estes method, what we're saying is you might as well just have a big external speaker so everybody can hear.
And agree on what they all think the word said. Yeah, I mean, it's Estes. It's just bloody. As far as I'm concerned, and I don't mind saying this, and I hope I'm not offending anybody when I say this about the Estes method, but it's a stupid bloody method. I don't know how it changed the paranormal world as much as it did, as some people say.
People
I really don't.
TV shows are using it because
it's the new thing.
You can't hear what's going on because it's in their headphones.
You wait until they hear about the PSI method, then they'll all be using that.
And they'll call it something different.
That's right.
Temu is crap, says Shandy. I've had quite a bit of stuff off Temu, and to be honest with you, most of it is crap, yeah. Most teams don't use the proper equipment. If the Estes is followed by the latter, it can produce some stunning results in my case.
But what results has it produced? What kind of results has it produced then? We're not challenging you. We're just interested because we know what we know about the Estes method.
Rican Havoc participated in a dual Estes. It was interesting. I mean, I know people use it. We don't rate it, to be honest. And I mean, we've been investigating a long time because we can tell you anything, basically, couldn't we? I've got the headphones on. I could say, demon in basement. You can't hear it.
Yeah, it's just white noise. Buffer Moon says, "What's in the box? Kitchen plates, etc."
Spirit boxes sound like a racket. Yeah, they do. But after using them for years, you get used to listening to it, so you can cut out the static. And
you're able to separate the wheat from the chaff, but you've got to use them and listen to them a lot to kind of know what you're doing with the PSP7 or any kind of spirit box.
So there's an underground method, but once YouTube paranormal teams got a hold of it, they turned it into shite. Right. I've seen it on TV, like I said, and every time I see it, I don't know. Any thoughts on seeing loved ones in dreams? Yeah, who knows? Could be. Yeah,
the times that I've seen or encountered mum and dad in dreams, but I'm aware that it's and again, I don't want to upset anybody, but I just thought, well, it's just a dream. They were on your mind, as they are every day.
Tracy.
They're on my mind every day. Tracy, thank you for the roses.
Awesome.
Thank you. That's awesome. Cultivate Consciousness. Thanks for the rose.
Thank you.
Thank you for the flame heart. 82 roses. Look at that.
Shandy, I didn't manage to get any Reese's
Pieces.
No, the little daisies, was it, or something?
Reese's
I forgot.
things.
I was there today and I forgot. I am going to get some and I'm going to do a video.
Thank you for the flame hearts. Cultivate Consciousness. Thank you. 20 off. 20 off. That's 20 off. Thank you so much.
What time is it?
Thank you so much. 9:15, my friend.
What time do we start? 8.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't even know you had this.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I've read most of it. I haven't read all of it. I've read bits and bobs. But it's...
Aha. After the fire, which part's that? What a shame the building's out there.
I know. That corner's folded over. It's just that really annoys me. The impact of 2 world wars.
Yeah.
De la Pole Hospital. Yeah, fascinating
I remember my
place.
family home front room was in the main roundabout in the town. My dad was there though. All right, Shandy. That's interesting.
Where was that?
You got some Reese's from Asda. It's allowed you to gain better access to communication and record the audio feed from the headphones, so I could go back and see if I was right or wrong. Yeah, that's one way of doing it, Brian. I heard German. The other person heard French in New Jersey. Found out afterwards that 2 languages were used in that home. That's why I like learning the history afterwards. Yeah, we never do any research before we go. We always kind of leave it after. We just turn up. Shandy misses him. Oh, bless you. Try Spirit Box with the headphones on. I've had my name come through more than once. Yes, our Spookfest. I have tried it before, but the type of team we are, you know what we're like.
Hello,
we're evidence based, so
Hello,
we
Helena.
would have to record it as well. I think some dreams with loved ones are memory. Babe, Baba Ewok. Yeah, it could be. Summer visitation. Yeah, I agree. It could be memory, or it could be your subconscious mind, kind of. Well, it's memory, I suppose. You're thinking about them at the back of your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. They're in there. They're in there.
I had a lot of
I like to think that dreams are manifestation of things that are going to happen or happened during the week, and they're on your mind and they're immediate, and then you're all relaxed when you're sleeping, and then they bubble up and come forward. But I have had a small handful of dreams that I know were not dreams, because one of them was particularly lucid, and that was it was just incredible. That wasn't a regular dream. You know, all the times I've dreamt about mum and dad, regular dreams. I mean, you kind of you know the difference when you wake up, but you have to have experienced the other kind as well, where it's not a dream. You actually bloody go somewhere and it's lucid. You can do what you want in this. I'm not going to call it a dream, but you can do what you want while you're in your REM sleep state. But it is not a dream.
Gene needs a poo box so everyone can send you Reese's chocolate. Oh, a PO box.
I was going to say,
yeah, send your Reese's Pieces and everything else.
Oh,
Dreamt about my mum. She was glowing white, coming from like she was dressed in a glowing robe. Oh wow. Pookie, Garfield's teddy bear. Dad's too busy on the other side, Victoria, to come.
Cultivate consciousness so spirits don't visit in dreams. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You will know when they have, because they are different. It's different, as different can be from a regular dream.
Pookie said, could there be a blast from a past life? I mean, who knows? Here's another one, like we've talked about this before, past life. Could it be kind of, you think you've had a past life, but kind of ancestral memories are passed through DNA? There's probably a term for that. Astral projection.
Yeah, it is. It's ancestral DNA, isn't it? That's what you're talking about. It's where
that's a good theory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And
High Sage.
It is a fact. That's why we still have some of the physiological responses we do have nowadays to fear, or the hunting instinct, and this, that, and the other. It's like, where does that come from? It's hardwired into us.
Telepathically, but I don't see it. All right. You know, it's good to talk, even though they're not there anymore. They could be there. Who knows? You know, it helps people, doesn't it? Helps people get through that stage of losing somebody as well.
Maybe it's all part of a healing process, you know.
Recurring dream that I have since I was small. The same dream every time, Pookie.
Dan says, bloody heck, he's never ages.
Who?
He's never ages. How are you?
Who's this?
Oh, Dan. Bloody heck, he's never ages.
So my wife had a dream, says, you're dead, says John. She said, ask a question. She said, so I did. All right, John. That's interesting.
Dubin Willis says, I remember a dream I had about my mum. She was pricking me with needles and I couldn't move. Nice. Blimey.
I had a white robe on with a hood. There were hundreds of people, like Chinese whispers, hundreds of rows sending a message to different people. Gene.
I see and feel animal spirits since I've been a child, says Pips. Dan, it's you. I've known Matt for ages.
Dan, come on, I've got to think here. Hang on.
Dan.
I know it is now. I've just seen your picture. Yeah, you're security now, aren't you? Yeah, Dan used to be on PSI many, many moons ago for so long. I think. Was it you, Dan? Yeah, it
Very
was.
good.
Nice to see you, Dan. Anyway, I hope you're all right.
Nice to see you. Nice. Tara, hi.
So age.
Thanks for joining the live.
You do. Feel like I do.
Love telling my kids that some dreams are unopened letters from your day.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way of looking at it, yeah. Yeah. Lee says, hey guys.
Hello, Lee.
Hi, Lee. Thank you, Tara.
You know what? I'm going to say, after I've just read this, I better read these. I'm discussing past lives with my hubby, Alex Blythe.
Hope you're well, says Dan. I'll leave you to it. Take care. See you later, Dan. Thanks for popping in.
Baba Ewok. Whereabouts are you from? I know somebody called Alex Blythe. Oh, it's a small world. Jay is off to sleep. Good night, Jay.
Nighty.
A few weeks ago. It's rather odd at 58 years old to get this. John, it can. I suppose it can happen anytime. There's no age restrictions, I suppose.
No, it isn't. When people talk about they've had a spiritual, or they call it the term Kundalini awakening, can happen at any time, and it generally is later on in life. You know, you become more responsive and receptive to these things.
We've been talking that much, we haven't had time for an experiment, but it's a bit late now, so I'm going to be cutting the live on YouTube shortly. At the end of it all, they never proved just unexplained, but that's why it's fascinating. Wreaking havoc, it's all personal experiences. It's going to be hard to explain a lot of it, to be honest.
This is all we have. That's why we like to come back to people who say, look, this is how it is, this what's happened, this is how this is in the paranormal world, that's what causes that. And we say, how the hell do you know? What do you use as a measuring stick, and what proof do you have?
Brian, good night. Don't let the ghosties bite. Yeah, don't forget, guys, before you go to sleep tonight, check under your bed. You never know.
For that icy hand that'll reach up and grab your ankle real quick.
Or somebody that's
Just
alive
like
and they're just kind of staying in your house without you knowing. That's free.
In your loft. Check your loft space.
See you later, Callum. Baba Ewok, Lancashire, Southerner. Who's been in Lancs for 20. All right, somebody else.
Hello, Sarah Saunderson.
East Yorkshire, whole area, I know.
Tara says, lol, that's mean.
Sorry, Tara. You're all going to be checking under the bed tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or checking it, see who's laid in it.
Yes, just lay in your bed when it's all
Great
quiet.
Chat. Thank you, Mike.
In the dark.
We'll sort something out with you, Mike. I've got your email somewhere.
And just concentrate on your hearing. Try to listen
Good night,
to
Jack.
all those sounds that are going on in your house and what they might be. Do you know, I was laid in bed the other night, there was a sound from in here. And it went like that. And do you know what I did? I stayed in bed because I thought it sounded like something sliding off something. And it was that box down there that fucking spilled all over the joint.
Thank you, everybody on YouTube. We do appreciate you coming. Something touched your foot the other night, Stella. Yeah.
I'll be taking a running
Why
trip now.
People can't, when they get scared, they hide under the duvet. That's not going to stop an axe murderer, is it? An axe is going to get through that duvet.
Yeah, the axe murderer is going to come in and go, I see you there. How have they gone?
We put a lot of trust in paranormal
Hang on a
teams.
minute,
If they get
this is
caught out,
magic.
then I don't trust them anymore. Shandy, exactly. Best way to be. Right, thank you all. Thank you, Shandy, as well. We do appreciate it. I'm going to get some of those Reese's things, what he was talking about.
Yes. What, the Reese's?
I can't remember. There's like buttercup things.
The little, like Reese's nipples, aren't they?
I don't know. I've never seen them. Never heard of them until Shandy told me.
I'm sure they're not.
Eric doesn't care if he gets a ghost hands on him.
What?
Good night, Mike. See you Wednesday.
Before you all go, let me just tell you this.
Thank you, Victoria. We do appreciate it.
Let me just tell you this, right? Because this might be something for future reference. Some of you may know, due to all the packing boxes, I'm kind of like moving house soon. I've got a house, right? This is a flat on the front of the river.
Tina's put the tea on.
Oh, nice.
You forgot that, haven't you?
I'm currently waiting for the vendor's solicitor to produce a death certificate so the house can be sold. What's all that about?
Weird, considering it's been on the market that long as well.
Yeah, I didn't ask too many questions, but I did ask my girl at the estate agency.
Did they die there?
I said, yeah, and she said, "Oh, I don't know." She said,
like that one?
"Yeah." I said, "Has there been a death in the house? What's going on here?" She said, "Because you've asked us, we've got a legal. We have to legally tell you if there has been a death in the house or they haven't." So she said, "I'll find out for you, and I will ring you next week and let you know." So who knows? Who knows?
Peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups. That's it, not peanut nipples.
I didn't say nipples. Tara, yeah, you was right.
Obviously, you've manifested a house that's had a death.
Paranormal teams you're fond of, excluding the usual suspects. In the US, there's a few small teams on YouTube. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I do watch a few.
I like PSI. They're absolutely
PSI on YouTube,
absolutely mint.
But we're not American. Good night, John. Baba Ewok.
We are going to have to do
kind of giggling into camera.
We are going to have to do a video one night, where we're American and everything's a demon.
Cool, dude. Yeah. Skinwalker.
Oh my God, it's a Skinwalker, dude.
Right, thank you, YouTube. You've been awesome. We'll catch you again, probably Wednesday.
See you later, guys. It's been a pleasure. Always is.